You know, Victoria,
Yes.
in about 4 lifetimes from now, I'm going to be back here. I'm going to be visiting a psychic. And I'm going to say, tell me about my prior lives. And I'm going to say, your best one was someone named Victoria.
Vic and
Vic and Victoria. Victorita. Something like that. And I'll say, oh, yeah. It's true. True that.
Right.
I love you, Victoria.
I love you, babe.
Do not share it in Perry Belcher's group.
You get kicked out.
I've done it before.
Have you?
Yeah.
I think you did by accident.
See, you see that one there? They call it something, something, something. Right?
Yes.
I don't share it there either. You know why? Because 80% of their shit's batshit crazy. Anyway, wow. Joe Weldon.
Hello, you guys.
Oh my God. Welcome to another exciting episode.
of Feel It Real Fun for We on the 5th of May, 2023.
And you know, that Joe Weldon, he's like inviting the most people ever. Like, I open up the thing, kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Lisa Ann LaRocque, I almost texted you, but I ran out of time because I don't have a question from you on today's show.
No, but
That makes me
she gave
sad.
us one last week.
That's right, we could do it
She
again.
listened to us.
We could do last
Joe
week's
does
question
that too.
again. Yeah, Joe gives us questions. He doesn't listen, though.
No. Hello,
What do you
Valerie.
Oh, look at you. Thanks, buddy.
And it's your manifesting questions answered live.
That's right. Uma.
So go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
Yeah, go there. It's going to take you to howtofeelitreal.com. How cool is that, right? It's the modern tech of the knology, right? It's like, sign up, do that.
The modern
Tekken of technology. That's right.
Okay.
All right.
Join your 90-day adventure, just like 20 and I did, at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
We've got the challenge going on.
Yeah.
We're personally on day 3, but it doesn't matter what day you're on. Here's what I'm going to suggest. If you've done manifestingmasterycourse.com, do it again. Do it with us right now. If you haven't done it before, wait a couple fucking years.
No, do it now.
Like seriously,
I'm a little short.
I got one I got one the other day. 5 years later, still asking dumb questions. I said, look, seriously, how long?
Yeah.
Right? How long do you want to suffer? Right? I love you enough to tell you this.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's keep going.
Okay. And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. Because if you take a 90-day program that's $97 and you amortize the cost over 5 years, that's like pennies a day.
Yeah.
Right? Seriously. Anyway. So, Victoria, let's dive in.
Okay.
I'm in one of those moods. We're going on a date today.
Oh, yes, we are.
I'm all dressed up.
Straight
I
after
shaved.
The show. We're going out for lunch. It's
that's
going to be,
right.
the dogs don't know yet. Anyway, right.
Anyway, the simple one's over there just staring.
Oh, no.
That's good.
Where's the big one? The big one. Is he outside?
Must be outside.
Oh.
Haven't heard him in a while.
The first question today is from Sammy via email.
Yeah, that's right.
What's the big deal about revision?
All right.
Sammy asks, what's the big deal about revision? Changing a memory is no big deal. That happens all the time.
Yeah, Sammy and I were talking about this thing called Reddit's a waste of time. See, Sammy loves Reddit. I love time. Now, here's the cool thing, right? Dive into revision. Revision changes what matters. It changes you. Because here's the deal. Most people wake up and they go, fuck, I'm still a fucking loser. I was a loser yesterday. I was a loser the day before. Remember what happened when I was 6? I was a loser then, too. And they just keep repeating the old shit. On the other hand, if you revise yesterday, right, just turn some bad into good, some good into great. One of these things you're going to do is you're going to start breaking the pattern. If you don't want it to repeat, you stop identifying with yourself as your history. You start engaging the mystery of you. So, my strong suggestion, get off Reddit, skip a Happy Meal, and invest $7 in revision to themax.com.
Was Sammy on Reddit?
Yeah, Sammy loves Reddit. Right? And it's like, waste some fucking time. Right? I'm swearing a lot today. Must be Joe Weldon.
Calm down.
All right.
It's your new clothes.
It's my new outfit. I'm so outfitty. All right.
All right.
So, but seriously, you need attitude. And this whole thing of, well, remember the deal. Yeah, it's like, I get it, right? I've read this dumb shit on Reddit and so on. It's not about changing a memory. It's about changing you. And when you get that, like seriously, you can walk around holding a grudge forever, and that grudge is a death grip on you. On the other hand, you can imagine things went differently. You reacted differently. You can play with this. You can be the artist of your life. So, let us continue. Triple D, Colby.
Well, it really reminds me
go.
also of manifestingmasterycourse.com because we've done the first 3 days. We're
on
the
day
third
3 today. That's right.
Third day now.
Hoo-ha.
And all those, sensations and everything, like what's triggering us. It's those triggers that will have come from, well, what triggers us is our memory of maybe a similar situation
Absolutely.
or something like that.
Yeah, the last time you looked at me. Last time, I remember you interrupted me on the show one time.
No, never.
Oh, yeah. And then I tell you what, now she does it again. It's like, oh, yeah, we're going to see about that day. We're going to the hot dog stand, right? Screw going to the Greek place. I've got a surprise for you.
Oh, great.
Yeah, wonder.
Or pizza.
Pizza.
Even worse.
Oh, she
Don't
loves
do
the
that.
pizza. Anyway.
Okay, good one, Sammy.
All right.
Do
Let's keep that.
mastery with us.
Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah, if you just want to start cheap, seriously, revisiontothemax.com. $7, 30-page manual, like 2 hours of shit you can listen to, get you off the Reddit for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And if you want to make it your way of life, manifestingmasterycourse.com. Yeah, that whole cup of coffee a day thing. So
Yeah. Okay.
Lisa and Larox says you guys look like why?
Like why?
Like why?
You guys look
Oh, likey. I bet likey. Yeah, with her hat's the same.
Oh.
I bet you.
Gotcha.
All right. Like why? Why?
Okay. The next question is from Ilona in Dream Driven Day. Why can't I have both? And Ilona asks, so my question is, why can't I have both? Why do I need to choose between a car and a baby? I really want to be a mum, but I'm also sick and tired of driving the old Honda. Can you please talk about it on your show?
Yes. So I shortened your question so
Do you
Victoria
buy
didn't
babies?
didn't have to type all that much. But this all came from a conversation that comes from walking the dog. Somebody says something, and it's like, why don't you take the money? Like you could, instead of buying a car, you can get the intraversal baby operation, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
I'm a guy. I can't pronounce it right? Matt, welcome to the show, buddy. And it's like, and so the question is, why can't you have both? Now, here's the thing. Ready? I'd stop believing in other people's bullshit. Right? Just because a lady says, look, why don't you do this instead of that? Yeah, then you start to get into why can't I have both? You're trying to manage a middle, and you're buying her bullshit. If you're imagining having a child, right, that you have a child. And I know you got that How to Manifest a Baby course, so you're not making the most common mistake. The most common mistake is imagining you're pregnant. Because then you have to imagine it going to term. Then you have to imagine it being healthy. Then you have to imagine it, and you just got all that mountain of imagining in front of you. Instead of doing what we share there that actually works, right? Now, why can't you have both? Who says you can't? I feel what you're saying here. I feel your desperation. And the thing is, Lisa and LaRock, God is lavish. Right? Yeah. Right? Why can't you have both? You could have a baby, a puppy, a car, a motorbike, a motorhome. You could attach the motorbike to a motorhome and have the baby in the back seat of something, right? But the thing is, as soon as you go either or and you buy into their small bullshit, you feel small. I don't want you to feel small. I don't know if you have the new Abdullah pack that we put out a little while back, The Attitude of Abdullah. But you really need that. If you don't have the pack, get it. If you do have the pack, listen to it again. Because this whole thing is, and you got to get this. This is, we talked about this in Triple D on the second call. And the whole thing of like, God gives me the hungers. Life is for the appeasement of hungers. God gives me the hungers. If you hunger for a baby and a car, right, you can have a baby and a car. God gave you those hungers. The thing is, if you try to solve it by figuring out the middles, and you listen to people that, like, quite frankly, probably don't have a clue, that's where you end up at war. So, what else do you want? There's the whole thing. Now the baby thing, you'll get pregnant when you get pregnant. You'll have the baby when you have the baby. But meanwhile, you put a lot of other buns in the oven. Like, we're going out on a date today. Look at that. Lisa Ann LaRock is tagging people too.
Yeah.
Boom. All right.
Okay. All right. So that was for Ilona.
All right. By the way, you feel the attitude of Abdullah there? Right? He slammed the door. Right? You get to slam the door on these people. My guess is you probably let other people lead once in a while. Stop it. So let's continue.
Okay.
Let me lead. Imagine that as a roller coaster. You know what? See, the problem is it's not that Victoria likes to drive. It's that she doesn't let me drive.
I just like being on the right side of the road.
Oh, you like being on the proper side of the road.
Correct side.
That's right.
That's what I'm meaning. Yes.
Me?
Not the right.
Yeah, see, I drive on the right side of the road. She drives Well,
Take her half out of the middle. That's what you normally say.
yeah. In Australia, we're supposed to drive on the proper side of the road. I drive on the right side of the road. Victoria takes her half out of the middle.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. This is a fun show, isn't it?
Yeah. The next question's from Vijay on Facebook, Natural Vision Cure. And Vijay asks, hey mates, I want to get rid of my specs. I want my natural vision back. I want to get rid of it naturally.
Oh, right. So you're focusing on the middle. How do you get rid of it? Right?
Yeah.
I just want you to when seeing is so natural. I tell you what, so I bought these Ray-Ban glasses. They're Ray-Ban Stories. They're like $400 Aussie. In Australia, if you touch a mobile phone while you're driving, it's a $700 or $800 fine. I forget which. But it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So if I touch the phone, that costs me money.
Yeah.
But if I wear these glasses that I can talk to Victoria through, it doesn't cost me a dime.
Yeah.
So I talk to Victoria. I listen to podcasts. I sing along with Freddie Mercury. You know, like walking into the pool wearing my glasses.
You speak to Sizzle all the way through.
I talked to me and Sizzle went shopping the other day. It was wonderful, right? Me and Sizzle doing the shop, and so on and so forth. And so it's a lot of fun. And people say, "Oh, I didn't know you wore glasses." I said, "I don't." And you should just see the looks on their faces, because it's like,
who would choose to wear them then? Because he looks like McFly. He really does.
I look so cool.
From Back to the Future.
I'll have to wear them on a show. That'll be fun. Maybe next week I'll wear them on the show.
Yeah, well,
Sarah, welcome to the show.
I understand that I'm not joking.
Yeah, I look really cool. I look like really sexy, right? So people say,
you look really sexy.
I do, even in those glasses. So, anyway, what was the big deal about? Oh yeah, natural vision care, right? So people look at me and they go, "Oh, I didn't know you wore glasses," and I tell them I don't. I tell them I talk to my wife, and they just look at me all confused, because so often I am talking to my wife when I wear my glasses, right? Or singing along with Freddie. So, but it's really, really cool. Now, here's why I mention all that. Right? At some point, people get to go, "Don't you wear glasses? Didn't you wear glasses? I thought you had to wear glasses." Right? You could there's your imaginal experience. I don't care how it gets done. You're imagining possible surgery, or it's going to take a long time, or whatever. I don't care how it gets done. But if you actually get to the point where it's like when people go, "Didn't you wear glasses? Didn't you used to wear sexy glasses?" You know, whatever it is. You know, when there's a spontaneous comment that I stopped wearing them years ago. There's your imaginal experience. Done. And by the way, notice that's a variation of a congratulatory conversation, which we teach at easymanifestingmethods.com. Go get those 7 free videos and apply each of those videos to this wish just for fun, because you could revise yesterday. Because if you were wearing glasses yesterday and somebody said, "Oh, you look like a geek," right? You could imagine like having not worn glasses and having them going, "You look cool." All right. And I'm not saying you look like a geek. I don't know. But I'm just saying that was fun.
Yeah, did you see Bruce? No, it was Emmett.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine Bruce looks like Emmett. Right? Cool. By the way, there's endless ways you could imagine this, right? I can read a registration plate at 30,000 feet. Right? It's just a gift of mine. Like I can look at a car 2 blocks away and it's like so that. So, Diane asks, "Are you done taking questions?" If you can type quick, I'll take your question, Diane. This will be fun.
What we'll do is we'll do one more while you type your question.
Yes, you type it in. Don't make it too long.
And don't hit the enter button until
we tell you.
And don't make it more than one
sentence.
Yeah.
And make sure you use all proper punctuation, but not all caps like Joe Weldon.
Okay.
I'm horrible.
Thank you, Vijay, for your question.
All right, that's Vijay.
Vijay?
Vijay.
How do you know?
I don't know. That's how Freddie would sing it.
And the next question's from everyone on Facebook.
Oh, it's everyone. I love this question.
The Manifesting Mastery Challenge.
All right.
And the question is, join in ... Post your updates to the group.
I just outsourced. I just had her tell you. The Manifesting Mastery Challenge, this is pretty cool. So what we decided to do is, since our Law of Attraction by Neville Goddard, Manifesting Mastery Group, or whatever the fuck it's called, is all about Joe Weldon, all caps. By the way, we like all caps, Matt, because it's easier for us to read them real quick. So, anyway.
It is.
So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, join in the fun. Or if you've already done Manifesting Mastery course, drop me an email, send me a PM, we'll get you started back up. because there's something special I got to do in the background. If you haven't done it, just sign up. Right? It's $97, a 90-day program. Honest to God, right? It changes lives. And you can just tell, like, we're on day 3, and Dr. Brian put up a heck of a meta thing. Like I was just reading. Ashley put up something really cool. We've got probably 10, 15 posts in the past 2 days dealing with people that have decided, you know what, I'm diving in again, or I'm diving in, period. So, very cool.
Cool.
So.
Okay, so that was from everyone.
Everyone.
On Facebook.
All right.
And do you remember who the lady's name was that was going to say right now? Hit the button with your 1-sentence question. Perfect punctuation.
That's right.
Who was it?
Or, I don't know.
No, well, I don't remember now.
All right.
If you're there and you're ready.
Lisa Ann Larrock says we both look 20 years younger. It's the hats.
Yeah. Ball caps.
Could be, it's probably the attitude. We've got attitude.
I'll listen to you.
Darkery's diving in. Just ain't posted yet. Cool.
Good on ya.
Cool. Yeah, excellent. Reach out to me, Mark.
Oh, we're not posting ours until we're at day 7, and we're on day 3 at the moment.
She doesn't know what's happening. Anyway.
Or maybe you are.
That's right.
Well, actually, there are those 3 questions.
Yeah, we're going to do something special with 3 questions later, you and me. Oh. She just don't know it yet.
I didn't know that.
All right.
Okay, so we haven't got the other question from the other person who asked. So we're going to go on to the last question today. Is from Jacinta via email. I'm still struggling with surrender. And Jacinta asks, I keep trying to surrender to my wish, but it keeps feeling fake.
So let's assume you like pizza, Victoria. Right? And how do you surrender for pizza for lunch?
How would I if I loved pizza?
You see, so she just goes up into her head. She doesn't like pizza. She has no desire for pizza. She's not going to surrender to that for lunch all that easy.
I actually really enjoy pizza, but I enjoy it like once every 2 years.
And you've had two episodes of pizza while you were gone.
I know, so I've had 4 years worth.
So after the next election where Sleepy Joe becomes president again, or Trump, I love politics. It's just pure fucking entertainment for me. After whatever clown gets in next and gets out, then you can have pizza again.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yay.
Yay.
And then I like white pizza. A lot of people say it'd be boring, but I love it.
So Zara said, I would just go get pizza. Here's the cool thing. When you actually surrender to a meal, right, it just starts happening. Right? And this is as easy as surrender gets. I'm going to suggest again that Secret of Surrender pack. Right, like seriously, there's a lot of subtle things in there. You know, get it, listen to it more than once, take a few notes after you listen to it, right? But this whole thing with surrender, we surrender to doing a show. We don't force ourselves to do a show. We surrender to a smile. You ever watch somebody fake a smile? It takes so much more effort. You're surrendering to something every day. You're surrendering to many things every single day. My suggestion, until you get that pack, is just explore how you surrender to what's for lunch, or what was for breakfast. Richard, greetings from the Netherlands. I just surrendered to saying hi to Richard. Greetings from the Netherlands. Richard, greetings from Melbourne. Right? Now that's fun. That's
Australia.
Yeah, not Florida, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the real Melbourne, not the shithole. Yeah, I'm in that kind of mood. Yeah, do we have anybody from Melbourne?
Parts of our Melbourne can be shitholes.
That's
probably.
true. Yeah, we don't go there. I go to 3Ks. That's right. Yeah, so yeah, you're struggling with surrender. Explore how you surrender to anything. Right? Just start there. And here's the thing on a philosophical side of the coin. A lot of people feel it real now, so I can have something later. And again, that's just work. Right? On the other hand, I surrender to the show crushed it. Right? Before the show happens. I surrender to that feeling, and that lightens me up so the inspiration comes along with a lot of 4-letter words today. Probably because Joe Weldon's here. But that's fine. We love Joe Weldon. So, that's what I got for you. Right? Don't try to do it now to make something happen later. Do it now so that you can actually experience. Alex is putting up a link to the Secret of Surrender course. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, good on you, Alex.
Rockstar. Boom.
Cool.
I just surrendered to rockstarring Alex. Alex surrendered to posting a link. Wouldn't it be wonderful? Couldn't it be fun? Right? Mark Dockery. If you're struggling with surrender, you're surrendering to struggle. Exactly.
Very nice. That's my strawberry bit.
And by the way, we worship struggle in this culture. Yeah, people don't like it whenever when things just flow. Like, oh yeah, look at that
Can't do
one.
it.
She doesn't like that.
It reminds me of Emmett. Jeremy's nose about to bite me.
Anyway, Joe well knows that look.
Yeah.
Him and Emmett are actually best friends. So he got his shaved. Anyway,
He's very clean at the moment.
I guess that's about it. So that we didn't get that second question. So that's
Yeah.
all
She's
right.
gone already.
All right.
Maybe she put it on the actual post.
No, I deleted the post.
Oh, good.
That's
okay.
right. All right. So
All right, so
Victoria.
that was from Jacinta via email. So
All
thank
right.
you very much for your question. And what we want to know is tell us what was your, once I get the card open, what was your hashtag strawberry bit?
Victoria.
Mine was exactly what Mark said. If you're struggling to surrender, you're surrendering to struggle.
And by the way, you can watch people do that all the time. You know, they'll think of something really horrible, then they'll look at the face of someone that they love. Yeah.
Associate the two.
Yeah, that's called marriage therapy, right?
What?
Yeah, marriage therapy, right? So you think of something. What's the worst thing that Victoria does? Okay, I'll think about it and I'll tell her about it. Rah! Victoria, what's the worst thing that Tony does? Really think about it and I'll tell him about it.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
I've got to think.
Yeah, and after about 3 months of that, it's like, okay, we're going from marriage therapy, to divorce court,
therapy.
right? Exactly. So it's like, right, versus you could experience something lovely and then look at someone that you love. Wow. And then you could just notice. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Matt Mary, strawberry bit, all
Oh, caps. Yes.
caps. See, that's easy to read. All right. Zers is what Mark said. That's right. Dockery, you're getting some points, buddy.
Yep.
Ah.
What was your hashtag strawberry? You just said it.
What did I say?
I don't know.
My-
Maybe you didn't yet.
I don't know. My hash.
I tuned out a bit because you're talking about marriage therapy, divorce therapy,
Yeah,
and all sorts of
all
stuff.
that dumb shit. Right. My strawberry bit. I'm going to go back to Ilona back at the beginning. That whole thing of you don't have to choose between desires. If your desires are actually divine in origin, if God gives you the hungers, remember each desire has its. Here's a good one, right? I didn't say this earlier. Yeah, every desire has its own plan and power of fulfillment. Every one.
Pointed out,
Right.
or whatever it is.
Yeah, that as well. But it's got its own plan and power of fulfillment and its own appointed hour. Now, here's the cool thing. If you pretend, well, the only way to fulfill one desire is to take the power off of another desire, to take the money for the other desire for this desire.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I should make a crass commercial for pearlpowerpack.com. So, if you don't have
you
that, yeah,
You said you should.
I should.
So are you going to?
I just did.
Really? That was it.
Pearlpowerpack.com.
So what's
Yeah.
that for Ilona?
The other things are important too, but like all this stuff works together. That's the problem. You can explore it all infinitely. But this whole thing of like, if you really buy the pearl, you're not going to be going, what do I need to sacrifice to make this happen? Why can't I have both wishes? So that might be the big one there. Scrap everything else I said earlier.
Because you said the
Pearlpowerpack.com.
attitude of Abdullah, which is quite possibly another good one for her
Yeah.
if she's like, well, I don't know,
Yeah, definitely.
giving her power away or whatever. But pearlpowerpack.com is what you think actually
Yeah,
is.
that's where I'm going to go now. Because that whole thing of like each desires its own plan and power of fulfillment, you don't get that when you sell the pearl. In other words, you got to wait for Joe Biden to become president until something happens. Oh yeah, he already is. Anyway, man, I'm even talking politics today. Good
Yeah,
lord.
you have. You've mentioned Biden a few times and then back to Trump.
I like Sleepy Joe. He's cute.
Okay, so that was our hashtag strawberry bits.
Oh, I'm going to hear about this one. Not from her either. She looks at me and thinks lovely things. Actually, she thinks, oh, like, what is he going to say next?
Thank you, Lisa. We will have a fabulous date.
And we'll take
Really
photos from the
yummy.
date. It'll be really good.
It's a Greek restaurant that we're going to. We've been there a few times before.
It's
I
lovely.
assume that, well, yeah, that's where you booked. So
Yeah, that's where we booked.
if we
That's where
don't
we're
go
going.
there, yeah,
All
it's your
right.
bad.
All right.
So while you type in your hashtag strawberry bits, go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
Go there, do that. By the way, everyone who hasn't done those 7 videos, seriously do those 7 little videos. right? easymanifestingmethods.com. You get the daily email too. Those cover so much, and they're a gift. So, boom. Next.
Join your 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That's right. Again, so we've got a whole group kicking off and posting up updates. It's a lot of fun in our Law of Attraction LOA by Neville Goddard group, right? So,
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. By the way, so this whole thing, this will go back to Ilona too. This must be why Sleepy Joe keeps popping in, right? So like the one thing that I know about politics, both here and in Australia, isn't that funny? Both here and in Australia, right? It's often
Totally different way to society, the way we vote. But anyway.
Not really, right? So the whole thing is like for a lot of people, it's like, I don't want to vote for this guy, so I'll vote for that guy, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
Or
right.
even like, I don't even want that person to win, really, but I definitely don't want him.
They want the other one to, right?
Yeah.
So
it's
like, yeah. So that's that whole thing where, can I have? Why can't I have both? Yeah, I imagine up something different. I imagine up a life where politics don't matter. That's the fun thing. Again, Pearl.
Power pack.
That's right.
.com.
At least Anne LaRock says, and get in the next Triple D. All right.
Yeah, nice.
Cool. All right.
Cool.
Okay, that's all I got.
Okay.
Have a lovely day, everyone.
Yeah, you guys.
We're really
and we'll
early.
Catch us next week.
We got to waste time to go before we can go out on our date.
Not that long. We've got to do our walk.